Hello, this is JP. We are in Cologne in the Gloria Theatre, and I've got now the big pleasure to meet a Eurovision winner that took the very first victory for Germany back in 1982, and with us now is Nicole. Nicole, it's such an honor to meet you. How are you?
I'm very fine. And how are you?
I'm so glad to be here to meet you. And at long last, because I think 1981, I met you the very first time in Cologne at a show called WWF Club.
Yeah, WWF Club, yes, It was in Cologne. I think it was my first single, Flieg nicht zu hoch, mein kleiner Freund, Don't Fly Too High, my little bird. Yes, it was in 81, yes.
81. What was the animation for you to become a singer?
I ever wanted to be a singer. At the age of 4, I had my first, first time on stage, and I sang a song. I remember it. It's called Ein Student aus Uppsala.
Oh, yeah. Ein Student aus Uppsala, la 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 la
la la la, genau. And from this moment on, it was clear to me to be that one day a big star.
And you are. You're still there. I mean, 1982 to now, it's many, many years, and you are
35 years.
Fantastic. But, at that time, when you chose to become a singer, what or who was your idol?
That's difficult. At this time, at the age of 14 or 15, when I learned guitar, I sang a lot of songs from Joan Baez because I loved her voice.
Oh, yeah.
And with the guitar, it was easy to go on stage and to play with the guitar and just the guitar and your voice. So that's a good combination. And yes, I like Joan Baez very much.
Did your parents support you in becoming a singer,
Yes.
or did they say, do something sensible?
No. They supported me, really. My father was a taxi driver to every show.
Okay.
And a technical engineer. So with the playbacks, he's done everything with the playbacks. And yes, I was very supported from the whole family, not only from my parents, my sisters, and my brother.
Fantastic, because you know some singers, they become singers, but they really don't want to become a singer. Their family don't want it, actually. So, but you did the right thing.
Yes.
Ralf Siegel came into your life pretty early then with producing your music. Like I think Flieg nicht so hoch, mein kleiner Freund. Was that from him?
No, Flieg nicht so hoch, mein kleiner. My first single was from Robert Jung, and he was a friend of Ralf Siegel, and he brought me to him. And well, he saw at the first sight that would be something magic between him and me. And he liked the voice very much, and he said, wow, we should enter the Eurovision next year. And he wrote the song, a little piece, and a second one, not from Ralf Siegel, was also in the competition.
Okay.
Yes, and I had to decide. Which song I should choose, because I was only allowed to sing one. So, and I decided to take a little piece and not the other one. And I think Robert Jung was not very happy about this decision because it was his song, and the other one was from Ralf. But yeah, you know the history.
What was the other song's name?
Nur ein Lied.
Nur ein Lied.
It's just a song. And 1 year later, I think Nana Mouskouri recorded this song.
Okay. Now I have shown you before the interview a whole pile of record sleeves from your singles over the years. You had so many nice songs coming up. Which of those was your favorite apart from Ein bisschen Frieden?
There's a lot of songs I like very much. Don't ask me what child you like the most. You know.
Good answer.
every song is a baby, and yeah, I like very much. So many songs are in my heart. It's a ballad which Ralf wrote in, I think, late 80s, and I like this one very much. But nevertheless, every song is, as I said before, is
As a child, it's
yes.
difficult to choose.
Yes.
Which of course, I tell you, for me it was of course Ein bisschen Frieden, but also Papillon.
Papillon.
And the other A side, which is Meine kleine Freiheit, which is still a song that puts when I play it tears in my eyes. It's very emotional for me, that song.
Yes, I understand this very much.
Yeah,
I like. Yeah, it was on the album of a little piece, and yeah, Meine kleine Freiheit. Don't take my liberty. I'm a human, and don't take too much from me. Yeah.
2014, you came to the Eurovision Song Contest to surprise Ralf Siegel there.
Yeah.
Was it? How did that come up? How did the idea come up to?
Do you mean in Munich?
No, that was in Copenhagen.
Oh, in Copenhagen, yes. Yes, I surprised him. I was invited to go there, and I surprised Ralf on stage by singing a little piece. And he sat at the piano and looked over his shoulder, and yes, he was really surprised, and I was very happy.
Of course, Ralf is a man with a big heart, and do you still are in contact with him?
Yes.
Have you been over the years?
Yes, of course. I've got his mobile number here, and we are doing apps, yes, to Munich and to my my home, and yes, I adore him.
Of course, I have to ask. I have to touch now 1982, the winning year for Germany with Ein bisschen Frieden in Harrowgate. How did you feel when you actually won the national final and now have got to be the one representing Germany at Eurovision? How much pressure was it for you? You were very young.
Yes, I was 17. There was no pressure. I was proud. I was proud to sing in Harrowgate and for my country. I wished to win. I ever wanted to represent at one time Germany, and in '82, yes, it was my great day on the 24th. And I went to stage, sat on the high chair, and the music starts, and I can't remember what this time. Yes, the world stood still for 3 minutes, and after ending the song, there was so much applause, and it was
goosebumps. Goosebumps.
Yes.
Indeed. What was for you the most emotional moment for you during the voting?
That was definitely the moment when I became 12 points from Israel. So you know our history, and a German girl with a song about peace gets 12 points from Israel and an invitation after the Eurovision contest in August to visit Israel, Tel Aviv, and to sing there, yes, the Song of Peace, but not only the Song of Peace, but the location was very interesting. There were soldiers, there were barracks, and I was there with my white guitar waiting for the soldiers coming out. And they came out, girls and boys at the age of 16, 17, 18, very young.
At that time, your age.
Yes, and they wanted me to sing a little piece, and that was overwhelming to see them coming out, and they sat in front of me on the bottom, on the grass, and when I started to sing, they laid down their weapons on the grass and listened and put their hands together, and that was so emotional, and I will never forget this picture in front of my eyes.
Well, the way you tell it now to me, it is. I have to fight with my tears. That's and I see also you have the memories coming back from it. Well, have you been back in touch with any of the other singers or people from the 1982 Eurovision Song Contest?
No, I was in Israel last year for doing a video, and I remember a second was Avi Toledano. With Hora, and it was planned to meet him, but in the last seconds he didn't come because of illness or something like that. That was very pity because I like to see him. Yes, after so many years, after 34 last year, 34 years, now 35 years. Yes, it was very pity, but. Nevertheless, it's okay. Then,
of course, the obvious question, some Eurovision people come back to Eurovision Song Contest. Anne-Marie David has won in 1973. She's here now for Luxembourg. She has represented France a second time. Would you come back now, after that you have come back into the Eurovision family in a way?
No, I don't think so. A Little Piece was so extraordinary. It's a song which has an own magic, and its actuality is unbroken. As you see what's going around here in the broadcasting everywhere, bad news and terrorism, and when I go on stage and start to sing a little piece, there's something, something that happens with the people. Again, they have a review to 1982, to the Cold War. It was the time of the Cold War, Pershing and so on. And everybody wished only peace all over the world. And at this moment, or at this time now, or the last weeks or month, it's coming back all to me. The fear that people have, and the wish is unbroken. The wish for peace is unbroken, more than ever.
Maybe because of that, we need another singer like you or you to come back and bring us another peaceful song.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Yes, first place is first place, and you have to top it. And it's not easy with so much entries, 26 or 27. At my time, it was 18.
Now we got over 40 coming up in next year.
40, yeah.
Eurovision in '82 had about, I think, 17 countries, and now it's over 40. Do you think it's going the right way?
I think it's too much. And the show is, in my opinion, too long. After midnight, I think, at 1 o'clock in the morning, you know the winner. So it's a little bit boring at the end.
Well, at your year, you had the orchestra in.
Yeah.
Now it's backing tracks. What is your thoughts about that?
Yes, there are 40 countries, and at the end, I think 25 or 26 in the final. And I think it's not possible to do everything with a big orchestra. Everybody wants to hear his voice. It was another way that this one, and I think it's a technical problem. It's too much countries, too much entries. Yes, in '82 I think we were 18.
18 countries.
18 countries, yeah, and but it was live. Everything was live.
Yeah.
To sing with orchestra and real voices, no playback. Yeah, that's it. I love it.
Now the big surprise came, of course, in the reprise. You sang the song in 4 languages.
Yes.
And now we had a fan here in your dressing room producing you with many different language versions of Ein bisschen Frieden. How many versions did you actually do?
7. I sang a little piece in 7 languages. In German, in French, in English, in Italian, Spanish, Danish, and Dutch, yes. Ja, genau.
Wow.
Een beetje vrede. Een beetje vrede.
So do you still sing that reprise at Eurovision events when you go there? In different languages? Yeah? So you still could do it? You still could switch from German to English?
Yes, I could switch. I could switch from German to Dutch. Yeah. Wow. I think we are in the year of Holland, of the Netherlands, here in Cologne, so not far away.
Yeah, there will be Dutch in Belgium.
There will be Dutch here
Shall
in the public.
we do a little test?
Een beetje vrede, een beetje liefde voor onze wereld waarop we wonen. Een beetje vrede, een beetje vreugde, erover dromen, dat doe ik al.
Wow, it's still like this? Oh, fantastic. But how did the idea come up that you do that, the reprise? Was it a plan in '82 to do that when you win, or did you decide ad hoc to do it?
I decided but ad hoc, but not really ad hoc. Nobody knows it. Nobody had known it. I was playing cards with my fellow who took care of my guitar and my shoes and so on. And we were playing cards at the evening because I was the last entry to go on stage. And we were playing cards, and I sang a little piece in different languages just for fun. And suddenly he said, wow, that would be a big thing. And I said, yes, that would be a big thing. And we played again for the cards. And when I realized on stage at the reprise, I remembered what he said in the green room to me. And I remember he said, that would be a big thing. And I sang the first verse in German, and they came, you have to decide in refrain to sing in German further or to switch to another language. So, and that was ad hoc. And I decided, yes, at this moment when the verse changes into refrain, to do it in, we are in England. I sing in English. And afterwards, that's what came in my mind. So I remember French, okay. And then we're French, and at least, yeah, Dutch. Yeah.
Fantastic. This was...
and if you take a look on the video, you see the singers behind me, the two guys who were playing the guitar, and they also did the choir. So, and this moment, when I changed the language, they looked at each other.
What is it?
What's going on here? Because they just knew the German words, German lyrics. And yes, it's a proof to see their faces. So it was really, also Ralph Siegel didn't know it.
Oh, wow.
And his face, he looked to me on stage and so that was a surprise, also for him.
But was he a bit angry about that, or
he was not angry about that? Oh, it was we say in German a Geniestreich. That was because of this idea. Suddenly, a little piece was all over Europe #1. Yes, it's even in England.
Yes,
in England that was a big honor to be #1, and #2 was Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder. In the top of the pops in the British charts, you know.
Fantastic.
That was great, yeah.
Wow, amazing. Then you came back to Germany, and in 1983 I picked up a song that you sang. It's together with Trio. Would it da da da? So how did that collaboration come up?
Oh, we were in the same show in '83. It's a bet show, Wetten, das?
Yeah.
Wetten, das. And Stefan Remmler, the head of the group, he was invited to this show, and he were on the couch, and he lost a bet. And he said, if I lose the bet, Trio will sing the choir in the next single of Nicole. So he lost the bet. And so we met in the studio, and we had a very lot of fun and a great time.
Well, Eurovision Song Contest was probably the biggest thing in your life, in your career. Is there anything else that could top that for you?
No, not in this way. No. It's Eurovision Song Contest is an extraordinary thing. Such a moment happens once in your life. And this was such a great evening for me to be the first one who could win this competition for Germany. I was very proud. And to see the whole public standing up and give standing ovation, I was shivering because it was a childhood dream. I ever wanted to go for Germany to the Eurovision, and then with this song, with such a song, with so huge message. And at this evening, I remember on the 24th, the Falkland War broke out.
Wow!
At the same day. Wow. So you can't know this half a year before when you sing this song in the studio. So one thing came to the other, and then a little girl, 17-year-old girl, comes on stage and wishes a little piece. Oh, that was one moment in time.
Harrowgate, standing ovations in London, you experienced that as well. So yes. In the 60th anniversary, how was it for you to come back? I think it was the first big Eurovision crowd that you faced again after your victory. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, it was so huge. Like coming home a little bit. And the audience was so excited to welcome Nicole, and it was a great hit in England. And when I came on stage, it was like a big family who met there, and it was really I loved it. And
we could see that because he didn't want to go off the stage, and
no,
then we had to sing up.
God.
I was there too, and we saw right up in the. I said, "There's Nicole, and there." It's so good to see you back on that. This year, 2017, you released an album called 12 Punkte or 12 Points. How did you go about in selecting the songs? You cover Eurovision winning songs. How did you go about to select those songs? And how did the idea come up for making that album?
The idea, yes. Some journalists asked me from time to time, would you enter the Eurovision again for Germany? And I said, no, it's a little piece. I can't top it. I can't top a little piece. But nevertheless, perhaps I will call several winners, and perhaps we can go together on stage, and our name will be, the title of our name is Eurovision All-Stars. That would be a great idea, but many of or some of the winners are already dead, and I think it would be very difficult to get all together on stage. So then somebody said to me, why don't you do it yourself? All the songs, all the winning songs on your own. Ooh, I thought, what a big idea. And so I selected songs which I like very much, and from which I think that the public also liked it, would like it. Known songs, you have winning songs you don't remember, but the songs I have chosen from What's Another Year, Johnny Logan, Hold Me Now, you can't sing it with together, and Ding a Dong, Hallelujah, and Olsen Brothers, Insieme, I liked it very much because I had a duet partner. Happy Kerkeling.
Wow, he's a very famous German comedian.
He's a very famous German comedian, and when he heard that I would produce a 12 points album, a Grand Prix album, Eurovision Song Contest album with winning songs, that he contacted me. And he asked, am I allowed to sing together with you Insieme in Italian language? I said, of course, you have to. And he did it great.
I think I've seen Harper singing that as well at one of the national finals in Germany.
Yes, I remember this.
Some years ago. One thing I missed was it 2005? The 50th anniversary show. You were not part of that. What was the reason for that?
I don't know. Until now.
In Copenhagen, what was? No.
I don't know until now.
It's because it's the only German victory we had, and then you were not there. So we were saying, what's going on?
Yes, I was not invited, and nobody goes to a party who is not invited to that.
You mentioned the Olsen Brothers. You sang together with them as well. So how did that come up?
When they entered the stage, I think it was 2000.
Yeah, 2000.
The winning song from the Olsens, I was sure that they would win. And several years later, we met in a TV show, and at first sight, we were friends. Really big hug. Yes. And they are so kind. Both of them. And it's a real friendship until now. And they asked me to sing on their album. I don't know, Don't Fly Too High, My Little Bird. They sang with me, and I took part of their album, and so they took part of my album. So.
Symbiosis. Nice, super. Did you do that live, that recording together, or was it done electronically via internet?
This one was via internet.
So you did your bit here and
in Munich, and then in Copenhagen.
Okay. Of course, you're under a lot of stress and pressure, singing, traveling around. What do you do to relax yourself? And
my hobbies: sports and family. We are grandma and grandpa. We have 2 Enkelkinder.
Grandchildren,
Grandchildren, Mara and Lily. Mara is 6 years old and Lily is 2. And they are often with us because they're not living far away, just 2 minutes. So, and they both visit us very often. So we have to take care of them, and we like to take care of them.
Well, last question for me is your future plans. What are you planning with your career? More Eurovision? You're going to do some more gigs like this, like here in Cologne? You're going to go to other countries and be there as well?
Yeah, gigs like here is for me, it's every time a pleasure to be in Cologne, because Cologne, the public in Cologne is so Eurovision affin. They like the Eurovision. When I come on stage at the Neumarkt, at the Christopher Street Day, the announcer only says, and now comes a woman who first won for Germany, and then it's woo! So they like Eurovision, and they like, of course, Nicole, and I like the Cologne public. And I think this evening will be a big thing. I know it.
You will enjoy it. It's really,
I will. I know that I will enjoy it, and the public hopefully.
Of course, yeah. And career-wise, like recording a new album, more concerts.
Let's see. Just I'm on my way with the last album, 12 Points, and I think the next album will be released in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, not 18. It's too early. I have to relax a little bit, and as I said before, take care of the children, of the family. And yes, I have no pressure. I can't release in 2020. It's also no problem.
Fantastic. Nicole, we're almost at the end of the interview, but I would like to do a link to another country now. We have a big fan base of Eurovision fans and also artists in South Africa.
I'm a fan of South Africa.
You've been?
Yes, I've been several times in Kapstadt. I love Kapstadt. I made a video, Das ist mein Weg, it's an album, which I made 2 years ago to my 15th birthday. And in February next year, I will be there again in Kapstadt, Cape Town.
So, Roy van den Merwen, listen to that. You actually sent us a couple of CDs to give to Nicole, which I'm doing here with right now. One CD contains South African artists singing a little bit of peace. This is here. And the other CD is South African artists singing songs of Nicole.
Oh, what a great pleasure.
And that's a fantastic thing. I heard it already. We're also going to be putting some of those on the radio too. There's Karike Kösenkamp, she's one of the big singers in South Africa. Rina Hugo. There's a lot in there. I'll just give a couple of name checks here. But this is from Roy and the South African artists for you to take home and listen to your songs in Afrikaans.
It's a great pleasure. I will hear that on my way back home in the car. I'm looking forward to it.
Nicole, thank you so much for taking the time. It's been a real honor to meet you and have this interview with you and to share that with the other fans in the UK, in Malta, in the Netherlands, wherever is this show listen. Even in Venezuela we have followers, and in Canada as well. So you will be heard everywhere.
Super, thank you very much.